Hello, I'm here again. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, my followers on YouTube and my fans and well wishers all over the world. I'm here again to talk about a very important issue which concerns Nigerians, particularly those who lives in diaspora, those who lives abroad. Um, this has to do with the issue of child benefit in Europe, in America, in Canada, and in some other countries of the world. There are so many issues that cause for our concern, and which I think our people needs to know the truth, needs to know uh, more about what they are supposed to be doing and how they are supposed to do it and why they should be doing it. We have observed that there are so many Nigerians who produce children in Europe, who produce children in other countries of the world, particularly here in Europe. And we come to realize and we have seen that many mothers continue to have children, you know, just simply because of the child benefit they get from the government. Before somebody would begin to produce children, we believe that the woman or the man should think twice and prepare himself or herself emotionally, prepare yourself spiritually, prepare yourself mentally and physically to cater for those children, to be available for their psychological needs and for their emotional needs. But what we have come to discover today is that so many people, so many Nigerians produce children in Europe simply because of child benefit. They are not mentally, emotionally, passionately, or psychologically prepared to cater for those children. They just get pregnant and they start producing these children into the world. They bring these children into the world without getting prepared to take care of those children. They just begin to get pregnant and they produce children just to enable them gather more money from the government, from the European government. And I want to say today, like I always do, telling the truth, saying that that is very bad, that is not good, that is not godly, and that is not decent. Before you start producing children, please ensure that you prepare yourself. You prepare to be parents to those children. You prepare to be a good mother and a good father to those innocent children. You don't just bring them into the world and begin to use them to gather money, begin to use them to get favor from the government, begin to use them to give yourself comfort and luxury in Europe. We don't want that to continue to happen. We want a situation where before you get pregnant to start having children, you already have it in mind. You even before the child is born, you already love that child. You already have that child in your heart. You already desire good and welfare for that child, and you prepare yourself like a true mother and a true father to be there for those children. You don't just produce them and give them at the mercy of the European government, who will now be providing for them, who will now be taking care of those children for you. We don't want that to continue to happen among our people. We don't want that to continue to continue among, and of course, That is why we see today there are so many single mothers everywhere. There are so many single mothers, thousands of single mothers in Europe. And at the end of the day, we are thinking of the consequences that will come later. We are thinking of the social implications that will come later as a result of those children being brought into the world. God said we should go into the world and multiply. But God did not tell us to go into the world and multiply and fill the entire society with children who are not brought up well, or with children who have no parental love, care, and concern. Before we start producing children in Europe, we should take into cognizance the fact that these children are being brought into the world, and God is using us as custodians, as the earthly custodians of those children. And we have a responsibility to cater for those children. We have a responsibility to show them love, protection, care, and providence. If we are not able to do that, then we have failed. We have seen in Europe where women, ladies, just produce children, and at the end of the day, we also discovered that some of them take these children back to Africa. You know, they give birth to these children in Europe, but at the end of the day, they take these children back to Africa, because at the end of the day, they come to discover that the government welfare package, the child benefit, is not able to meet the expectation of these parents. And at the end of the day, and when this child benefit is no more enough to cater for these children, you see some parents taking their children out of school, taking their children out of their social life in Europe, and take them back to Africa, to their parents or to whoever will take care of those children back in Africa. And these children will lose the opportunity of being properly integrated in Europe. Please, I want to use this opportunity to talk to parents, to talk to Nigerians, to stop this habit, to stop this tendency of producing children whom you are not prepared to take care of. You cannot be producing children just to make money from government. It means you are selfish. It means you are egoistic. It means you lack love, and you lack that parental emotional attachment to your children. We don't want that to continue to happen. We want to ensure that Nigerians come to realize that before having children, they need to be prepared for it. They need to already love those children even before they are born. They already make arrangements for them before they are born. Please, stop producing children just for the child benefit. Produce children because you love children. Produce children because you want to be true and responsible parents. Produce children because you want to obey the commandments of God that says, go ye into the world and feed the world with children. Go ye into the world and multiply. We are multiplying, but as we multiply, we should know that multiplying requires some high-level sense of responsibility. We must be responsible parents. We must be parents who love our children. We must be children who are prepared to take on our shoulders the needs of these children. We don't expect the government to continue to provide for us and provide for our children in everything that we do. And we should not begin to use our children as source of money, as source of getting money from the government. Our children are not, they are human beings. They are not robots. They are not pieces of substances. They are just human beings. They are just innocent children from the throne of God to make us to be called parents, to make us to have that sense of belonging as a father and as a mother. Please, I want to appeal to Nigerians. I want to appeal to everyone. I want to appeal to parents. Please, do not produce children just to make money from government. Produce children because you love them. produce children because you want to be a father of many children. Please, I think we have cases here. You know, we have reports and all that of Nigerians who produce children, and they, after producing those children, when they are not able to cater for those children anymore, the government, the European government, take those children back from them. The social system in Europe take those children from those parents, and then the children become like children that are lost. They are not able to stay again with their parents. They are not able to stay again with their father or mother. They are now children belonging to the government. After you have carried your pregnancy for 9 months, you have these children, and you are not able to take care of them properly. The European government will take those children from you. They will make you to be more you were once a mother, you were once a father, but now you are no more a mother or a father, because the government has taken those children from you. It's a very shameful thing. It's a very bad sense of thinking, you know, of having children in Europe. Please, I want to use this opportunity to appeal to you. Don't produce children that government will take from you. Don't produce children that you will use to make money. Please, let us stop this habit. Let us stop this sense of greed and sense of selfishness and sense of irresponsibility. Let us be parents who are responsible. Let us be parents who will show good examples to our children. Let us be parents who will lay a foundation for our children for tomorrow, so that they will be better people, their lives will be better than our own, and they will have good legacies to stand as leaders of tomorrow. Thank you so much.